Very quiet, long, lonely loop here. I'm sore everywhere. My energy's low. I'm seeing stuff. This is definitely the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Absolutely, unequivocally. It sucks right now. Big time. I don't know if I'm gonna finish.
Hey guys, so we're here live in St. George, Utah, ready for the big race here with the three runners. How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. feeling fresh. I feel grateful to be here with these guys and with this great crew, and looking forward to getting started.
I love St. George, Utah, Sil. For those of you who don't know, that's Sil. He's trying to take the MVP of the race crew for the day, and he's doing a good job of hosting us. The drive-in from Vegas, so we flew into Vegas. The drive-in this morning was just beautiful, eh?
Oh, unreal.
Reminds me of the Badlands. We got a gorgeous setup. We were here bright and early this morning. It was like the Masters. It was like a Black Friday day at Walmart. People racing to get the best spots, and we got the absolute best spots. So shout out to my parents for helping out with that. Race-wise, I mean, let's go, right? Enough is enough. Let's get this race on the go.
Yeah, just another thing about Sylv. So he's actually trying for his second career MVP of the crew.
I think he's got
2 or 3. Yeah, he's got Ironman Texas.
He definitely had the MVP at the Ironman Des Moines.
Yeah, he's one of the all-time best crew members. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Had a cold shower this morning thanks to Riley Dudar. Feeling great.
Shout out to Riley, our dad.
Yeah, so it's not about me, it's about these guys, and big day of the race. I know you guys have a lot of experience with Ironman, different races, but it's not like this. This is more of I think it's going to be more of a mental battle, right? So 27 hours. It's going to be a grind. A little bit of a slower pace than you're used to, but that's the thing. It's how are you going to time your breaks? What do you guys want to do? Every couple laps, you're going to take a 10-minute break, 20-minute break? How's the mental aspect right now? Because I know it's very important to set yourself up and to know how long do I want to wait between laps. What do you guys think about that?
Well, the faster we finish the laps, the more time we get to spend with you guys. So that would be good. But no, we're just trying to come in here and try to keep busy and make sure we don't rest too much and make sure we keep moving. I think the slower we go, the better. We don't want too much sitting around.
So what happened to your leg? You got a gash there? Is that from Fremont Street in Vegas last night? What happened? What happened to the leg? Moving the pylon. Oh yeah, we had to get the RV in. I am excited to just run with these boys. So I think the pace is going to be something it'll be a moving target probably. But if we could do, we want a reasonable break between laps, and we want to stay fresh. And obviously, if we're feeling tired, try to crush a nap.
Yeah, try to crush a nap. Hope to get a PR in terms of maybe 5-6 loops would be great, and then it'll be a good day.
So 127 runners. It's a big field. 3 guys from Manitoba. Is that the only Canadians in the race, I think? Yeah, you guys are the only ones. Okay, so I think it's a beautiful, picturesque view here. So that's how are we going to just keep the momentum going, I think, or when we go? I think, are you guys going to run together, or are you guys going to be separate? What do you guys think?
And you have to ask us our goals.
Yeah, I think we're going to run together as much as possible, other than the laps. If we think we need a little bit more time, like Charlie said, to mix in a nap or whatnot. But yeah, running together, we'll keep each other busy. I think time will fly by with some good conversation. We'll get to know each other out there, and we'll have a good time.
Do you feel you're going to succeed today?
I know I'm going to succeed today.
Ooh, I love it. Charlie this morning, one of the first things he said after his breakfast, I'm going to do well today. I'm going to have success today.
Yeah, I was referring to being able to do number 2 before the race. That's specific.
No, I think you were in a great frame of mind.
Okay, yeah.
I think you're and it's okay to say that.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel like you're going to. Remember Todd Friesen?
Yep.
You're like, you're going to do well today, Todd. Yeah. You're going to do well today. I think it's fine to do that. Yeah. What do you guys think? So I think we have to be quiet with our goals. We have to be quiet. We don't want other people to know. But I'm going to tell people this. I don't care. My goal is to win this race. So I know that's very potentially unlikely, but that is my goal, is to win this race, to do a sub 40 minute on the last loop. Maybe that's absurd, but that's my goal.
I think you guys can both go 1-2, either or, vice versa.
My goal is to improve my relationship with my brother and everyone here, and the race will be great. We only had one argument so far, so it's going great.
So what do you want to add?
No, I think just if we're talking about the last loop, I think the race. I had said that. It's aggressive. I'm not necessarily going to completely rescind that, but I think it all just depends on who's in front of me and who's left and what that overall pace looks like. And obviously, there's a lot of variables there, but would like to be as fresh as possible and see what happens.
And either way, no matter what, thank you for joining us on this episode of The Running Journey. We will take you along for the ride today. We're going to take you along every loop. Maybe we'll get MVP Sil. Oh, we can't give you the MVP yet, Sil. You got to earn it. But we'll take you guys along for the ride. Talk to you guys every loop. And thank you for joining on this episode.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. We're about half an hour away from starting Loop 1 in the last one standing in St. George, Utah. We're The Running Journey. Be back real soon with a Loop 1 update.
Okay, first loop Backyard Ultra. Thanks for joining us. You've only been hearing us talk about this for 9 straight months. We're finally here. Charlie, Simo, bit of a hectic start, would you say?
A lot of traffic, yeah.
Some watch issues.
Some watch issues.
Yeah.
127 runners on the course. We are towards the back of the pack here. We're doing our regular strategy. A little faster for the first loop because we want to make sure that like if the course is a little long or if our watches are off, that would suck to come here and get eliminated on the first loop. On loop 1. What do you think of those hills back there? So far, the elevation, we're about halfway past the loop here.
Yeah, most of the elevation's right at the beginning, so I think it's fine. I feel a bit like Santa Claus, but too much Jimmy John's, but we'll see.
Too much Jimmy John's. Simo, you?
Yeah, I think the hills are a nice change of pace, nice added challenge, and also feel like my gut is settling after that Jimmy John's. It was delicious, though, that's for sure.
Both those guys went Jimmy John's. I panicked with my brand new watch. I bought an Enduro just for this race, and like a kilometer in or a mile in, I was like, oh my God, it's off. And Charlie was like, well, maybe it's because we went over an underpass, and I was by mile 2. I was like, hey, garbage. I just bought the watch straight into the garbage. And then Simo goes, maybe it's in kilometers, Rob. Yeah, I didn't bother to check if my watch was in miles or kilometers. So the watch turns out works. Who would have thought Garmin makes devices that work? We're about 2.5 miles out here. What are you guys gonna have on the first loop here? Just you stick to your bagel and.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna change anything. I'm just gonna stick with my tailwind and water for now, and probably after the second loop, I'll for sure have to eat. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Loop 1. About 10 miles in, we're on loop 2.
Yeah.
Charlie, Simo, what are your PPLs? Piss per loop, what are you guys at?
2.2.
2.2?
1.9.
1.9. Just met this guy right here. He's from Diamond Valley. His name's Parker. That's the cool thing about these things. I guess you meet people. What do we think about the spreading out of the walking and running versus the hills? Do you think? Parker, you were saying you're just going to run down the hills.
Yeah, I think that's it goes up and down, so I figure that's the strategy.
Oh, we're on a cool base.
Let's keep the heart rate more steady like that.
Cool bridge here. Really cool bridge. They have a buggy there at the end that's tracking all the. Is it like the sweeper? We're just ahead of the sweepers right now. First loop, we were the sweepers, I think, right?
No, there was one person.
Second loop.
You were very last.
Second loop, there's a couple groups behind us. There's a guy right behind us who's amazing walker. He's just been walking the whole time. He's not jogged yet. We haven't seen him jog. 1430s, I think he's walking.
Pretty good.
And effortlessly, I must say.
Yeah.
Effortless walking. I feeling a little full. You guys?
I'm feeling much
Oh my
better.
God.
I'm feeling way better.
How did we feel after that break between the first and second loops?
Rejuvenated.
Yeah, it was a change.
Nice to see
eh?
the crew.
Oh, it's so good to see the crew. I don't know, maybe there was anxiety or something about the
Jimmy
first
Jones,
loop.
The Jimmy Jones was sitting heavy.
Now we're in loop 2. We know we're settling for something, a little something, something, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna do it. So that's it for loop 2, guys. See you guys in a bit.
I walk fast. I can walk a 14-minute mile. Yeah, I don't like running.
You don't like running?
No.
And you're doing a backyard
Yeah,
ultra?
'cause you can walk.
I love
You just got to walk a 15-minute mile for 24 hours.
You've
straight.
never ran a marathon?
Never run a marathon?
Never ran a half?
Never ran a half.
I saw you do a couple.
No. Yeah, I'll jog the downhills. I try not to be faster than a 13. Because I think, but yeah, our goal is a 14, like a 14:14 to 14:30-minute mile.
Yeah, you've been hovering right at 14:22 pretty
Yeah.
consistently.
Yep. So you do that. Just switch out, stay hydrated, get nutrition. Yeah.
You've done one of these before?
No, I mean I've tried this one 3 years ago. My first race ever, got 30 miles, but I didn't know what I was doing. That one I had it where like I'd run a quarter of a mile or like a 15th of a mile and then walk and then run and walk.
Yeah.
And I didn't know nutrition very well.
Right.
So I reached out to people that finished this race before, and they said just plan on walking 24 hours straight.
Cool.
That's kind of our plan.
All right, we're not too far off, I guess.
It's funny that
You're
No,
just a
you're
faster
great.
walker.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a whole group here. I love it.
Oh, the bright lights of Loop 3, just outside of St. George. Well, no, we're in St. George. We're not outside. We're just outside of the river that runs through it. This loop, I would argue, is much different than Loop 2. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, very much.
It's a little bit of a setting in that, holy shit, there's going to be a lot of these.
Long legs.
Yeah, a lot of these in a good way.
I can't see
Nice.
anything. I'm blind. Can't see where I'm going. Charlie, I'm following you, trusting that you're...
Can't see anything now that the lights-
There we go. Charlie, shoe change, Simo shoe change. We're not happy with the shoes.
Yeah, trying to find the sweet spot with the shoes. Not sure yet. Not bad though.
Okay. And what do you think of this coldness at the lower end of the valley that we discovered? Did I say that right, Charlie?
Yeah, I like it so far. I feel like I'm right at the right temperature right now, so that's good.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It reminds me of home. How about you,
Oh,
Rob?
man, it got night real quick, eh? Like it was daylight and then it was night. Like it just happened. It's only, what is it, like 7 o'clock? No. Yeah, 7 o'clock right now?
Yeah.
7 o'clock, and Charlie's like, it feels like it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
We've kind of nestled into, there's a group of guys above us that are trying to walk the whole thing. They're trying to walk the entire thing. And they walk a little faster than us. So I guess we kind of passed them and then they passed us. We passed them. A little game of, what do you call that? Saut mouton? Jump the sheep?
Fartleks.
Fartleks. I barely know what lick. So that's been good for pacing. Time between the last two, you guys needed a bit more time for changing shoes and stuff. How's your crew doing so far?
Crew's crushing it. Perfect performance.
Sills on pace for MVP.
Is there any doubt that you're finishing, Simo?
That I'm finishing or that I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling strong.
All right, I love hearing that. Same here. Okay, loop 3 almost done here. See you guys at loop 4. Okay, end of loop 4. I lost Charlie and Simo. They wanted to get a bit more time in the corral, so they're up ahead. I'm walking still. Taking a bit of a breather here. Filling you guys in on the last loop. Last loop, I definitely realized a few things. One, this is not going to be easy. I don't know if I thought this thing was going to be easy or why I thought it was going to be so easy. But the knees, the hips, this is like starting to feel it. I still feel extremely confident. It's just, it'll be a battle. It's not easy doing 100 miles. So wake up, Rob. Focus in. and put in the effort. The other thing is Charlie was talking about how he's fallen asleep last couple of loops. He's saying he needs a nap. And I get he's on a different sleep schedule than me. He goes to bed before I do. So I guess right now it's like sleep time for him, and in Manitoba with the time change. So I guess his body's probably telling him, can we go to bed right now? But he's got to keep running. So he's thinking of switching up his plan and going with an earlier nap like loop 7 instead of, I can't see anything. Loop 7 instead of loop 8. I've been coming in right at the buzzer 2-3 minutes before, and I like it. I just grab my food, I keep going. I will need to add headwear for this loop. It is getting cold, and I'm going to add a layer as well under this jacket. And just get ready mentally. There's definitely less people. There's been some level of dropouts for sure. There are not 127 racers, but here's the thing. We're at the back of the pack, and we're not seeing anyone. We're just seeing the people that are doing our strategy, which is maybe a handful of people that are just kind of doing what we're doing. Everyone else is miles ahead of us. They go out before us. They come in before us. We don't see them ever, so they don't see us either. So anyways, loop 4, still feeling very good. My engine is definitely strong. I think it's more of the joints that I'm a tad worried about. Hip, knees, my calf, I guess that's muscle, but and the glute. Anyways, no one said this would be easy, so quit your whining, Rob, and finish loop 4, hammer down a bagel, and then go for loop 5. All right, guys, see you in a bit. We counted last loop. We're on loop 5 here. We counted last loop. What did we count, Simo?
Was it 82?
82 competitors left out of 127. This is loop 5. I caught this thing on one of the podcasts. It was like, have your team ask you 4 questions every loop and track it. And then depending on your answer, they can give you different stuff. The 4 questions were: 1, how's your engine? 2, how are the joints? 3, I think, I'm going to ask you guys what you think, but I think it's very similar to how's your engine. But 3 was how's your energy?
No, very different.
Is that different?
Very different.
Tell me.
I think it's different.
Energy is just like, do you have fuel in the body? Like, you've been eating, you don't feel low energy.
And engine is like heart rate. How?
Engine is like, are you gonna like?
Can the legs keep
huff and
going?
puff type of thing.
Or more huffing and puffing versus. Okay, yeah. And then the 4th one, probably the most important, I would say, how's the headspace? So if I were to ask you 4 of those questions right now, Charlie,
Okay.
any of them, are any of them 10?
Nope.
Okay.
Engine 9.
Engine 9.
Joints 5.
Joint 5.
Headspace 6. Energy 9.
Yikes. Simo.
Yeah, I would say headspace 8,
8.
joints 7, energy 7. What's the other one?
Engine.
Engine 9.
Okay. So I got a little bit higher numbers than that. My joints are not great either. Like you, Charlie. My joints are the one. Right now, the only thing that could, it's loop 5. It's a little early to say this, but I feel like it's the only thing that could stop me is my joints. If like something, ankle, or it would have to be knee, hip.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm falling asleep, so maybe my energy's a bit lower.
Yeah, Charlie's falling asleep. He's mentioned it several times.
Energy's back to 6. Sorry.
Energy's at 6. All right, either way, we're about done loop 5. It's, what is it? It's 10 p.m. or something? 10:30 p.m. See you real soon for loop 6. All right, we're approaching the end of loop, what is this?
Loop
6.
Yeah.
Approaching the end of loop 6. Charlie, battling fatigue a little. What's your call for the next loop?
I'm gonna try to do a bit of a quicker one, try to get a nap in. Lots of gas right now, so I don't know how I fix that, but we'll see. Hopefully it works out.
So Charlie's gonna make a plan to go for a nap in the RV. What do you want to do for pace for that?
I'll just feel it out, but I'd like to be around an hour. so 10 minutes per mile.
10-minute miles. We've been kind of jogging that-ish, 10 to 11-minute miles when we jog. Do you think you'll have a hard time doing that?
No, I don't think it'll be hard, but I think it might take more out of me than I want to. So I'll play it by ear, and I'll slow down if I have to.
Obviously, it's a clear trade-off, right? You're doing 6 fast miles, straight up exchange, no future considerations, but straight up exchange for a nap.
Yeah.
Or an attempt at a nap.
Yeah.
Are you worried that if you don't nap, it's going to be a waste if I can't fall asleep, or you're pretty sure you'll fall asleep?
I'm a little worried about that, but I feel pretty tired.
But remember what Pato said, right, Simo?
Yeah, don't stress out
Don't
about
stress out about not falling asleep. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Just
he
keep
says
going.
it's still worth it.
Yeah.
He's like, just close your eyes, get what you can out of it. So the first nap attempt will be on loop, we'll be at the end of loop 7, but that means if you want to plan a nap, you got to go, you got to get your shoes on, you got to run fast, because you can't do a nap if you're doing 14-minute miles. So I'm really interested to see how this will go, to be frank.
I'll be the guinea pig.
Charlie will be the guinea pig. I don't need it yet. Simo, how about you?
No, I'm feeling good. I'm just gonna keep going, and I keep feeling better and better. It seems.
If I knew,
you guys are the late owls, I'm the early bird.
If I knew for sure that I would feel awesome, I would sleep. I would sleep and I would recover and I'd feel awesome waking up. I think I'd do it. I just don't think I'm ready to sleep yet. So anyways, Charlie, loop 7, we'll try a nap.
I'm going for a run.
All right, good to see you, Charlie. Just before 1:30 a.m., loop 7, almost in the books. Simo, we were just talking about limps. Do you have any inkling to start limping? Is it coming? Do you feel a limp coming on?
I had a little bit of discomfort from the start, but nothing too bad. I feel like I've kept it at bay, and nothing's gotten any worse. So no, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, you don't. What about napping or sleeping? So this would be an opportunity to do a nap loop if you wanted to, because it'll be 1:30 a.m. By the time we finish the next loop, it'll be almost 3.
I
Do you want to talk to Charlie, see how he feels?
yeah, I want to see how Charlie did, and like I was saying before, I feel really good. I am wondering if it's just gonna hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
I think it will, right?
I'm not sure if I'm ready to nap just yet.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm really on the fence because I know I'm a good sleeper, and I know that if I can crush 20-25 minutes, like that's gonna make I think it's gonna make a huge difference. And yet I'm not kind of at my wit's end here. I'm starting to get the pain, the migraine headache from the fatigue a little bit starting. And the energy level and the kind of fake hallucinations, they're not hallucinations, but when you think you see an object in the forest or whatever, those are happening. But I don't know, because you almost have to decide start of the loop.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you can't do a half, right?
No, you can't.
Because that's worse.
And are you prepared to do a 1 hour 6 mile?
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of running.
It's a lot.
Maybe not. Anyways, stay tuned. Loop 7, almost in the books. You'll find out what we decided to do right away here. All right, Rob here with Simo. Charlie is up ahead. Another fast loop for Charlie. Also got Brian with us. We met him on the course just now. We're about to hit the 48-mile mark, which is not quite the halfway point, but getting super close to that. I was feeling just brutal, Simo, at the start of this loop. And then I think those Advil kicked in. I took 2 Advil, and I feel freaking awesome right now. How do you feel, Simo?
You rallied. I feel pretty good. I feel really good. Just as good as I did 2 laps ago.
Brian, how about you? You got a goal for today? How you feeling?
I'm just having fun. I'm feeling pretty good.
You from here?
I am.
Yeah? Have you done this race before?
I did it 2 years ago, kind of as a training race.
And
I made it about 60 in, which was my goal at the time.
60 miles.
Yeah,
That's a lot of miles.
it is. A lot of pavement miles.
Yeah. So this year, what's the goal?
Just keep going. We'll see
Just
what
keep
happens.
going. I like it.
Yeah.
Simo, how about your feet, your ankles, your knees?
I got a little bit of discomfort in my forefoot on my right side,
Okay.
but not feeling too bad.
Okay. I've been wrestling with this debate as to whether or not to run a fast loop and to try to go get a nap. And in a way, I'm almost embarrassed to say that I'm a little scared of this fast loop, this 10-minute mile loop that I want to do to get a nap. Simo, is that embarrassing to say that I'm scared to do a fast lap?
No, I don't think so, because I've been debating it the whole time too, and I don't think I want to do it.
Brian, would you do a fast lap and go for a nap?
I wouldn't.
No, you're liking this pace?
Yeah, slow and mellow.
Slow and mellow.
Especially when it's cold at night like this.
You're giving up that sleep, but right now I'm okay. Headspace, this lap has went from a 6 to like a 9. So and like the sun will come up in 3 hours, 4 hours. What time is it now? 3 a.m.? Is it close to 3 a.m.?
2:45.
2:45 a.m. So that's sun when it comes up, I imagine. I don't know. I've never done an all-nighter running, but every podcast I've ever listened to, they say it's like a jolt of like cocaine or something. I don't know. Never done that either. Maybe Red Bull. So I'm excited for that. Any other thoughts, Simo?
No, just really enjoying my time out here, learning some stuff, and looking forward to the rest of the race.
We're doing hard things.
We are doing hard things.
We're doing hard things. And it started with a cold shower this morning because the breaker popped at the Airbnb. And instead of just not taking a cold shower, I'm kidding. This is Charlie's story. I didn't take a cold shower.
I jumped in the ice cold.
Yes, that's right.
And it was shockingly cold.
Brian, you do hard things, obviously.
I do.
Yeah. Does it motivate you?
It does.
Why do you do this race? What do you get out of this?
So I live here in town, so it's fun to have kind of a local ultra.
Nice.
It's also a nice end-of-year race. I run a bunch of bigger stuff like this.
Nice.
It's fun to just close it out.
All right. Lap 8 just about done. We'll see you guys in lap 9. What are we? Loop 9. Loop 9. We're about done loop 9 here just outside of Podcast Place in St. George, Utah. Charlie just came back from a nap. Took a couple nap loops.
Loop naps.
Noob laps.
Noob laps.
They were a little noob laps. No, you were busting out there, Charlie. What was the pace like? Because you were near the front of the pack.
First one was about 9:45.
Love the energy.
Second one was about 11.
What were most people out there doing?
Everyone was between 10 and 11 because my first one I was right at the front. Second one I was right at the back.
So you were kind of with the leaders. Quickest guys or gals are doing a loop in 60 minutes.
Yeah.
You have 90 minutes to do a loop. What do you think they're doing with their half hour?
I think they're probably putting their feet up and relaxing a bit.
Time off the feet.
Yeah, time off the feet.
Okay. Simo, you're going through a long stretch of no change of any kind. Are you thinking of making a change?
I thought about it for about 10 seconds, and then when I said it out loud, it felt like it didn't make sense.
Okay. So Charlie, are you gonna try another? No, you're done with the naps.
No, I need a nap, but
It's
hopefully the sun wakes me up.
yeah, it'll be 4:30 here shortly, and like after the next loop, we're probably gonna start seeing sunrise, right? This not sunrise, but
End of next loop potentially.
end of next loop we'll start seeing. Do you guys? How do you guys feel about being the Grim Reaper for some of these runners at the back of the pack that we run with for a bit and then we never see them again? It's kind of like Charlie at the Manitoba Marathon.
Yeah.
All right, so loop 9, I'm feeling great. I think Simo and Charlie are also feeling great. Might as well speak for them, right?
Feeling good. Feeling good.
All right, we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay. The long, lonely loop.
I thought that like running and walking would keep us warmer.
Very quiet, long, lonely loop here. We are almost done loop 10. Energy is definitely low right now. I'm not feeling great, that's for sure. This last loop was tough. Really looking forward to the sun being up. It's just about 6 a.m. here. And that loop was a battle. I'm just being very honest and transparent. I don't know how that quickly that turned on me. I'm sore everywhere, my energy's low. I'm seeing stuff. So, yeah, I guess these things aren't easy. Anyways, buckle down, and let's go. You got this, Rob. Charlie and Simo are ahead of me here. I'll go catch up to them right now. All right, this is the end of loop 10, just about 6 a.m. We're getting there. Whew, rough patch last loop, eh?
Last loop was a rough patch.
This is loop 11. Charlie just put on some alpha flies, or vapor flies, and he's way ahead. He's cruising right now. That was a very quiet loop, last loop. I was not in a good headspace. How about you?
Last two loops. Last two loops were tough. There was a lot of darkness. The darkness seemed to last forever. And it got really cold.
Cold was probably a big factor, actually. So then we both put on a jacket. I put on a buff, they call it, neck warmer maybe, and added a pair of gloves. And here we are finishing loop 11. Way better mood, I would argue.
Sun's coming up.
Sun is
Spirits are high.
coming up, man. This is happening. Just about 7:30 a.m. We're just about loop 11 is in the books. Are you gonna go? Charlie said like night and day his shoes, just getting a new pair.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to the cheater shoes.
Cheater shoes. I don't think I will yet. I want to save them for the last loop. But man, it's good to get that headspace cleared up and whew. Now know that, all right, well, we got this, right?
It's coming along. Chipping away at it.
Chipping away. All right, loop 11 in the books. See you guys soon. Wish us luck. Loop 12, just about done. What do we see, Mo? 71 miles in?
Something like that.
71 miles in. Look at the beautiful scenery here. Labby came out to join us for a bit of a loop. He's trying to get in shape, I guess. Or what does he want to do? Run a marathon?
I was just a bit jealous of you guys.
Jealous.
A bit of a sweat.
Yeah.
And you took it easy last night, probably?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Easier than I would have.
You were fresh. You're fresh.
Around. Yeah.
Oh, I guess last night. I mean, 2 nights ago. I guess last night is... Oh, I'm confusing my nights. Yeah. So, Simo, we were talking a bit about how sure we are that we want to push on the gas, max gas, the last loop. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm pretty gassed right now. I'm not sure what that's gonna look like on the last lap, but I don't want to make any final decisions before I get to that start line.
We're still 6 hours away, right? 6 hours away from
Yeah.
the last loop. I mean, I can't believe I predicted 9 minutes. What was I thinking? Like, how impossible would it be right now to run 6.5 miles? That's a screw up on my part. But anyways, I still think I'm gonna go hard as I can. Try the vapor flies on loop 16, crush a Red Bull, see what I got in me. And if I don't have anything, well, I'll just do what I can, right? It's kind of still my plan, but you're right. It's early still. We got to get there still. But I mean, birds are chirping. The gorgeous day in St. George. I feel pretty confident right now that we're getting there.
We're getting there.
We are 100% getting there.
A few ups and downs along the way, but we're making it happen.
One major down, I'd say.
We're grinding.
We're grinding, yeah. Laddie, how's it been in the pit?
Positive.
Yeah?
Positive attitudes all around. And seeing you guys come around, just inspiring.
You should have been doing this, Laddie.
I
You
could've
could have
lasted
done this.
2, 3.
You're doing most of the work right now. You're doing. Plus, you guys have to cook food and prep. That's almost as much work as us.
It's a lot
The
of
worst
work.
part is standing around. Well,
I
luckily we
know.
have
I felt so bad for
we
you
have
guys.
a warm RV. That's good.
Okay, well, this is loop 12 in just about in the books. We'll see you guys real soon for loop 13. Oh my God, Simo, lap 13, just about done here. We have less than 25 miles less than a marathon. 3 loops in a little bit until the race starts. It's gonna be it's a little ridiculous that we're gonna try to race after this. I can't tell you how sore I am right now. You know when you do a half marathon, people kind of hit a wall, or the first time they do on their first 2 or 3 at 15, 16K. People do a marathon, they always hit the wall at 21 miles. Do you think for your first backyard 100 miler, there is a wall with respect to the loops where you have a hard time overcoming it? Do you think that's a thing?
I think so.
So like we're probably hitting it soon then, next mile, next loop.
I'm feeling like I'm just always pushing through a wall.
Yeah, there's a lot of walls.
The wall is there.
I feel at least now like I'm chipping away at a number that I can chip away at, and there's a finish line in sight. Like I can smell it. No, I can't smell it. I could see it. I can't see it. It's in the distance somewhere. How are you?
Yeah, no, I can feel it.
Yeah, we just got to keep chipping away,
Looking
right?
forward to getting that to the start line of that last loop and seeing what happens.
Yeah, me too. All right, Charlie went ahead again. He's in a hurry. He's got no watch. He just goes, eh? Like he just goes. Always.
He's feeling better. He's rebounded big
Man,
time.
he's in like way better spirits and shape than I am right now. I can't keep up to him. I can't keep up to him. You can't keep up. Like we can't keep up to him.
He was battling there for a little bit. I shouldn't speak for him, but
No,
he's turned around big time.
He's
looking good.
He looks like the favorite for sure.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we will finish loop 13 here, and then we'll catch you guys on loop 14. This will be very brief for loop. What are we?
14.
14. It sucks right now. Big time. I don't know if I'm going to finish. I think I will. It's a battle. And I don't know how Simo feels, but probably comparable.
It's rough times.
Who said these things were easy? Who said that? Anyways, wish me luck, guys. Okay, loop. What is this? 15. It's getting a little less miserable than last loop. Or no, just me.
Yeah, I think.
The
fact that this loop's almost done.
I think we're feeling that we're going to finish this loop. Then we're on the penultimate loop, which is the last loop before the race. Now the race, Charlie's winning it. My brother's winning the race. He's miles ahead. He looks on fire right now.
He looks bouncy.
He looks bouncy. And I'm so happy for him. Kind of not really. No, kidding. We've had the blessing of having Sil and Laddie join us for this loop. And after we're done this, Simo, like loop 16 starts. Once loop 16 starts, you just keep on moving, right?
Yeah.
Then eventually loop 16 ends.
Yeah.
Then you're on your last loop. So, I don't know. How do you feel?
Just take it step by step.
My dad says just keep moving, right?
Yeah, if we just keep chipping away like we have been, keep grinding, we'll have a successful goal of finishing.
So what do you think?
I think you guys have definitely seen the light at the end of the tunnel here. It's good kaya, as we say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get up.
What I was gonna say, but okay. Losing my mind here.
Keep it up.
Okay, well, appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry we're not more energetic than this. We're real though. We're real. We'll get through this, and we'll see you on the next loop. Okay, end of lap 16. I've had a bit of a resurgence. Simo looks quite strong right now. We will finish. So this loser talk, and I'm sorry we've taken you on a roller coaster today, but like it was, man, it's the most roller coaster emotions I've felt in a race. Like nothing compares to this for me.
Nothing for me.
Like it's highs, low, I quit, I want to go back, I'm excited, I'm cheery. It was just, anyways, now Simo, we're about 2 miles out to finish loop 16, and then the race starts for the last loop, lap 17. I crushed some Red Bulls. I switched to my Vaporfly 2s, my all-time favorite shoes in the world. I wasn't gonna do it. As soon as I put them on, I had like renewed life. I'm not saying, I'm not saying I'm gonna blow the door out of the water, but I'm not just mailing this in. I didn't come all this way to mail this in, so I'm gonna see what I have. If I can do, I have no clue what I can do, but I'm gonna try it. And I'm excited for Simo because He's been battling so hard these last 4 loops, and he's gonna get there.
Thank you.
All right, love you, Simo. Cheers. 2 miles left on my last loop. I'm gonna do it. This speed of the last loop was not what I predicted. Sorry, everyone. I overshot my expectations or undershot my expectations. I'm doing like 12-minute miles or something, but at least I'm running. I didn't give up. I didn't concede. I'm running the whole thing here. So I'm proud of that. My brother, Charlie, went out flying. So I talked to him before. He said he thought he could do a 45. So I'm super curious where he is, because when I did the turnaround, and you see everyone pass, right? Because there's a turnaround. He looked like one of the strongest, if not the strongest, and he was kind of in the lead pack. There are a lot of strong runners though here. Man, I hope he does well. Well, he's definitely doing well. He finished a 100-miler, and he's going to be in the top, I don't know, 5. Did he win it? Maybe. Yeah, he's definitely got a chance at winning it. Simo is going to finish. It's definitely a battle for him. Tyson is, I think, biking with him or running with him to make sure we get him in. What a day. This is definitely the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Absolutely, unequivocally. You do hard things, right? Good, thank you. And I like running. I kept repeating that today when the going got tough. I like running. Oh, so I'm gonna jog this in. I'll finish in, I don't know, 75, 80 minutes, something like that. And I'll ask my brother how he did. Then I'll cheer on Simo. Unless Simo passes me. Simo might pass me. Anyways, what a day. What a day.
Congratulations, Charles. Wonderful job. Charles, real quick, how you feeling? Terrible. Totally understand. Give a big round of applause, please, for our top 3 finishers. John, Stephen, and Charles. You guys are incredible. Here comes number 98, Rob Tedrow. Well done, Rob. Congratulations, you finished the last one standing. Congratulations.
Let's go!
All right, Simo. Right.